Hello and welcome to my sixth video journal. Today I'm going to be sharing a significant patient interaction that deeply impacted my understanding about the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner role and also the therapeutic provider-patient relationship. So recently I encountered a patient struggling with severe anxiety as well as depression, and during our session this patient disclosed their experience of trauma and that she has never shared this with anyone before. This moment was very important. It was very pivotal to me as it really illustrated the profound trust that can be developed in a therapeutic relationship. I felt very honored. I felt very honored to be a part of a journey and also to recognize that the importance of creating a very safe space for this patient to express their vulnerability. The interaction, it really heightened my understanding about my role as a PMHMP, my role as a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, particularly the necessity to actively listen to my patients and to have empathy on my patients. It reinforced that my role is not just to diagnose or to prescribe medicine, but to also be present and to be very supportive to my patients in a way that fosters healing and trust between myself and my patients. I also realized that building rapport is very foundational in effectively addressing psychopathology. So reflecting on my personal strength, I have recognized my ability to empathize and to connect with my patients, which helps in establishing trust. However, I've also noticed a limitation because I do sometimes become overly emotional, investing in my patients' stories. I find myself to really invest in the things that they tell me. This can cloud my judgment sometimes, and it makes it difficult for me to maintain professional boundaries. In this interaction, I actually focused on using my therapeutic self effectively. I employed active listening. I employed validation, which seemed to actually comfort my patients. However, I also learned that I need to be mindful of my emotional responses and also to work on my self-regulation to avoid being burnt out. From this experience, I learned the importance of balancing empathy with professional boundaries. I realized that while it's very important to connect with my patients, it is equally important to maintain my emotional health, and to provide sustained support for my patients. Moving forward, I plan to implement strategies such as regular self-reflection and supervision to help me manage my emotional investments in patient stories. I will also prioritize self-care. I'm going to prioritize self-care practices to ensure that I can remain present and effective in my role as a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. In conclusion, this patient interaction was very significant. It has provided me with valuable insights in my role and also in the provider-patient relationship. And I am committed to applying this learning to enhance my practice and to continue to grow as a mental health provider. This brings me to the conclusion of my Unit 6 video journal. Thank you for listening.